Welcome to Ruby's Black Swamp Adventures. My name is Con Rose, and this is Ruby the Red-Eyed Tree Frog coming to you from the Armstrong Air and Space Museum here in Neil Armstrong's hometown of Wapakoneta. This place looks really exciting, doesn't it, Ruby? Let's go take a look around. We're here in the museum with Executive Director Chris Burton. Chris, thanks for joining us today.
Oh, thank you.
I have a lot of questions today, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Chris, is that all right?
That's fine. Go ahead.
When did the museum open its doors?
The museum opened in 1972 on the 3rd anniversary of the moon landing.
Wow. So I see the design. What's unique about it?
Well, it's designed what they thought in the early 70s to be what a futuristic moon base would be. So when human beings were actually living on the moon, they would live in something that looks like this. And actually the outside then is designed to kind of look like a runway with our airplane outside.
Wow, that's a really cool design, Chris. So what exhibits do you think we should check out first?
Well, I think right here, what we're in front of is the best place to start. This is the Gemini 8. This is Neil Armstrong's very first spacecraft. But there's lots of other things throughout the museum. Lots to see.
Ruby, are you ready to go? Chris, I don't know where Ruby went, but can you lead the way anyway?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Let's go. Well, Chris, Ruby ran off again, but we're here with Neil Armstrong's first airplane. Can you tell me what we're looking at here?
Yeah, this is Neil Armstrong's very first airplane, an Aeronca. When he was 15, he started taking flying lessons and got his pilot's license on his 16th birthday. So this is the very first aircraft that Neil Armstrong flew. This is what started the whole thing, and he flew right here in Wapakoneta. Outside, we have another full-size aircraft. That's a Skylancer. So it's another plane that Neil Armstrong flew, this time when he was a NASA pilot, a test pilot actually working for NASA, and he flew that plane. It's only one of 2 in existence, so it's a very rare piece.
Wow. Well, that's really interesting, Chris. What's that behind you?
This is a model of the Saturn V. This is actually just a 1/100th scale, which means that the actual Saturn V is 100 times bigger than this. So if you were to lay this down, it would go through both end zones of a football field. That's how big the Saturn V is, but this is what they needed to go to the moon and back.
Well, Chris, I don't know what's more interesting, but how about we head down this way and see if we can find Ruby?
Sure, let's find her.
We are right outside the Astro Theater. Chris, can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, the Astro Theater is inside our 56-foot dome right in the center of the museum. We have a film that plays every half an hour that talks about the moon landing, highlights the 3 astronauts that made that first moon landing. We also have a night sky projection, though, inside. So when the movie's not playing, you get to see the North American constellations or the Northern Hemisphere constellations projected right up onto the ceiling. So it's a really nice place.
Wow. What about this lunar sample right here?
Yeah, well, we're right here. We're in the moon rock room, which is, of course, where we have our moon rock, but we also have a number of other items. So the moon rock is actually a sample brought back from the Apollo 11 crew. And so it's an actual piece of the moon brought back by Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. But throughout the rest of the museum, though, we've got all sorts of items from the other moon landings. There were 6 different moon landings. So we have experiments, cameras, equipment that they used on those different moon landings. And inside this small room, we also have just 3 of our interactive exhibits. So you can try your hands at some astronaut gloves, you can feel what different weights are on different bodies, and you can weigh yourself then on the moon or on Mars.
I'm a little bit too scared to weigh myself, so how about we go in the gift shop and see if Ruby's there? It's the only place we haven't looked.
All right, let's go.
Everybody, we're here in the gift shop, and Chris, I'm glad I brought my money because I see a lot of really cool things. Can you tell us about what you have there?
Sure, I picked up a few nice items for you here. First of all, this is one of the actual artifacts, really, of the museum. These were put out by Libby in Toledo, and these are actually sold at gas stations all over the country. We still have, these are actually the original ones. These aren't recreations.
Wow.
So we still have a few of these still in stock. Another thing great from the space program, the Fisher Space Pens. These things will write underwater. They're right upside down. They'll write in space. No other pen will be able to do that. Model rockets, great hobby. Kids still do it. You build them yourself, you launch them, lots of fun. Halloween headquarters too.
There you
Your
go.
Spacesuit. Kids still want to be astronauts. But then the thing that's right for any price point though, the astronaut ice cream. Go ahead, pop it open, give it a try.
I don't know about this one, Chris.
It's Neapolitan. There's one
You're getting
that
a little
gonna
ahead
like.
of yourself now, I'm telling you what.
See, you don't need to add water. Just pull it right out there. We'll take a little sample.
Oh, geez, Chris, I'm telling you.
I like the strawberry here. I'm just going to go right ahead.
Oh, you're crazy, I'm telling you what.
Tastes just like strawberry ice cream. Dehydrated, so all the water is removed from it.
Oh, it's
Tastes
just
just like
excellent,
ice cream.
Chris, I'm telling
Texture's
you.
a little funny, but hey,
Oh, I'm gonna have to eat that for a meal.
you can take ice cream out into the desert.
There you go. Well, Chris, thanks for having us today. It's been a great adventure, but I have to go find Ruby.
All right, good luck.
There you are, Ruby. I've been looking for you everywhere. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in today, but it's time for us to head on to our next adventure. In the meantime, check out all the great WBGU-TV membership perks, including the membership card, which offers great savings at great attractions like this. For more information, visit WBGU.org. Hop along.